Better safe than sorry there.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. I'm always amazed at how level-headed and calm they are.
Yeah,
as they
we
wait.
don't want to rush it if we don't have to.
No. Mm-mm. All right, let's head back outside. Robb Ellis, downtown Indy, enjoying a beautiful Thursday afternoon outside.
Yeah, it is just lovely out here on the canal. You know, when I first moved to Indianapolis 12 years ago, my first apartment was 2 blocks from here on the canal. So I absolutely love the canal. I think it's one of the jewels of Indianapolis. And it's wonderful today because we have the greening of the canal that's going to be happening a little bit later this evening at 5:30. Events start at 5. Already we're starting to see some people set up, but you'll start to see that fountain turn green at 5:30. But the weather is fantastic, beautiful for this evening, but of course we've been advertising that this lovely spring weather could lead to the possibility of some spring storms. So let me talk a little bit about that. And it's the setup first with the temperatures that are into the 70s that are really going to be the fuel for these storms to deal with. So temperatures currently are sitting into the 70s for most of you, but look to the west. That's where the really warm temperatures are, and this is going to continue for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're talking about numbers that are close to 80, maybe even surpassing 80 across parts of Illinois. Really going to be a very warm springtime day, but that is the fuel for storms, really centered over parts of the Mississippi, the mid-Mississippi River Valley, parts of Illinois. This is where we have that severe threat. With your temperatures Friday in the upper 70s, I don't want it to be lost that you still have a pretty nice forecast for almost all of Friday. We're not expecting storms here, at least the strong line of storms to roll through until late Friday night. So you get a beautiful forecast for your Friday. Let's go to Future Track and show you that really over the next almost 24 hours, we're looking at nice conditions. Quiet, maybe a few clouds building during the afternoon, but look to the west as we get into Friday afternoon. Once we get into Friday afternoon and evening, we start to see the atmosphere begin to bubble up, especially into Illinois, but at sometime after midnight, we'll start to see those storms move into our area. Between midnight and 6, we'll continue with the storms. Then we'll get a break. And then we may pick this back up again as we look to Saturday afternoon and evening as more storms redevelop. So let's go to the timeline here. Let's talk about what to expect. 2 rounds of storms are really what we're talking about. One between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. That's early Saturday morning or late Friday night. And then another round on Saturday. It's going to be windy, even outside of the thunderstorms. All day tomorrow afternoon and evening, really more into the afternoon and evening, and then continuing into Saturday. But within some of those stronger storms, we could have gusts that are over 60 miles per hour. Keep in mind that the storms, I think, are going to be moving fast enough that we won't have any flooding as we look through the first round, but the second round could have some flooding, especially in southern Indiana. And then there is a tornado threat with that first round. This is going to be overnight. It's an overnight situation. You want to make sure you have plenty of ways to receive alerts. Your 7-day forecast keeps the temperatures in the 70s for the next 2 days, but it's also why we're alerting you to that possibility of severe storms. We also expect the temperatures to drop in a big way as we look to Sunday, dropping back down into the 40s before we rebound into early next week. So if you can, get out and enjoy the beautiful weather that we have today and again tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be even warmer than today. And I got to tell you, the sun angle is really strong out here today. So sunscreen, probably a good idea, which I didn't think about before I came out here. Something that you should think about if you're going to be out in the garden this afternoon or evening or going for a walk. Sun angle is getting pretty strong for this time of year.
Yeah, it's a good reminder.
Absolutely. Okay, Rob, you keep soaking it up, and we'll check back in with you.